So we're back here at Bristol Airport, making our way back to Palma today. We're 2 hours before our flight. We don't have any check-in luggage. We're just going to head straight on through security. I think we're going to get to experience the new security scanners today. So let's head on inside and head on up to the security area. So just coming into the departures area this morning, you can see it's not actually that busy. I think we've missed the first flights going out this morning. We are flying out in the lunchtime. We wanted to avoid getting an evening flight today for obvious reasons. If you want to know why that is, go and check out my Flight from Hell video with Ryanair from exactly 1 year ago today. But we're going Ryanair, we're getting the lunchtime flight. So let's head on up towards the departure gates and the new security area. So it's looking pretty good over here at Bristol Airport this morning. Look, you can see lots of final boarding signs. Check-in is open for our flight here. We're here exactly 2 hours before. Anyway, let's head on up, but I can't actually see any flight delays today or any cancellations. Fingers crossed we get a smooth journey through today. So like in many airports in the UK and around the world, new hand luggage security checkpoint scanners are being rolled out. So at Bristol Airport, you can see that it is no longer necessary to separate liquids or your electronics, and everything can be kept in your hand luggage. This certainly speeded up the journey through to duty free, and at time of publishing, airports are still asking for no more than 100ml bottles to be carried through until further notice. But what a difference over here at Bristol Airport today. Now, I can't believe we're already in July and we're technically on the edge of peak season, but the airport is remarkably not very busy, and I must admit I've seen it a lot busier at other times of the year. So not a lot of people travelling today, unless of course they've gone out on much earlier flights, but we're edging towards midday now, and while we're on the midday Palma flight with Ryanair, I'm hoping that's not going to be busy either. I don't want the repetition of our flight experience from last year, but going through security now is going to be completely different, at least over here in Bristol, and I know that they're going to be rolling out the new luggage checkers as well throughout all the UK airports and probably throughout Europe too, and the USA. But because we now don't have to take everything out of our bags and put them all into a separate tray or anything like that, it meant that we got through in literally about 2 or 3 minutes, which is amazing. So we've got some time to kill over here in the departures lounge. Now, we've got about, I'd say maybe about a half-hour wait for our flight to be called. I can't see any delays going out this morning. In fact, there's not very much going on at the airports at all, which is why I got quite a big coffee as well. Probably the most expensive thing about the journey. This is nearly £5. I can't believe it. Seriously, how can you guys live in the UK? £5 a coffee, but it was an early start to the day, so I had to get it. Anyway, we're going to go and take a look at the departures boards. We're going to see if we've got any other flights, delays or cancellations. Everything looks like it's going out as normal, but we're going to go and have a look, and then we're going to pop into, I think it's Boots or Superdrug, go and do some shopping before we head on over to the gate. Okay, so just checking out the departure board here. Fantastic to see that we have no delays still. And I can see as well our gate information has not yet been displayed. So I'm going to head on over to Boots and I'm going to go and pick up a few toiletries and a bottle of water before we head on back to Palma. Don't forget, if you are coming to Bristol Airport as well, we've got plenty of shops over here as well. We've got bookshops as well, a few clothes shops like Accessorise. And if you want somewhere to go and drop all your cash as well, you've got Starbucks to your right hand side. Okay, so we're going to head out of gate number 12 today. But let's just have a quick look down on the departure lounge this morning. Look, this is what I mean, it's not busy at all. Anyway, let's keep on heading towards the gate.
handles to the back.
Okay, so I've just got to tell you what happened here at the Ryanair baggage sizer. Now, we nearly got stung here for 2 cases because they tried to claim that my little cabin bag here, which I have had for a long time, was actually too big. But you've got to find right. Make sure if you're buying a cabin bag this summer that it squishes a bit, it squishes down. And my goodness, I squished it. And also, I've managed to rip it as well, but we've just avoided having to pay extra to get our bags on the plane. And they do have people checking the size of cabin bags now over at the Ryanair desk as well. So just be warned, if you're coming this summer, just double check the size of your bags. That's a bit hair raising. Our flights cost about £100 for both of us coming over here today. Could have cost a lot more if we had to check in our bags. My daughter's got some little wheels on her case as well. But again, it's the flexible top. So if you're buying cabin luggage this summer, if it's a couple of millimetres over, just make sure this bit can squish, because my goodness, the rule for Ryanair this summer is to squish it down, otherwise you're going to end up paying much more for your flights. And do you know what as well? I know last year was a flight from hell travelling back to Palma on a really roundy flight, but today could have been another flight from hell. We could have been charged for another 2 bags to check in, which would have completely changed the cost of a flight and not made it so cheap. So just watch out, hey, just watch out if you're flying Ryanair. Very unpredictable. Just always measure your luggage as well and just make sure everything is super squishable too. Also, as well, if you are travelling Ryanair, I'm just going to drop the size of the hand luggage as well onto the screen so you can see how big your bags need to be. Bear in mind as well, you need to be travelling a priority to have a wheelie case and a handbag. If not, you can only take a very small hand luggage onto the plane, but these are the sizes. So make a note of them, take a photo, pause the video and take a photo of what you can see on the screen, and just don't get stung. So I literally cannot believe it. I'm pretty sure actually that the baggage checker over at Ryanair is on commission. Why else would he be so intent in trying to make us pay for these bags? But look, even my daughter's case here, it's a Samsonite, look, it squishes down as well. Just make sure if you're getting a hard case, make sure it's not too hard, make sure it is squishy, because I'm pretty sure that they've actually reduced the size of the baggage sizes as well. And they're obviously looking to make a bit more money this summer. So let's see what another passenger has to say about Bristol Airport today. So tell me, where are you going off to Mallorca today, and how have you found your experience at Bristol Airport?
Well, first of all, the airport has been absolutely amazing. I have to say, we've been straight through in about 15-20 minutes, and we're going to Alcudia Old Town. Can't wait.
And you've been watching my channel as well, so has that give you some inspiration as well to help plan your holiday?
Your channel is absolutely amazing. To be honest, I got it from the McMaster, and I've been following you ever since. And my wife follows you as well.
Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, looks like we're going to be boarding. By the way, I have to ask, did you get stung as well? I can see you've got some wheelie cases here. Did you get stung with the baggage sizer guy over at check-in just now?
No, actually, we did. We saw some other poor people having their bags shoved into holes that didn't quite fit. But no, we got straight through.
That's fantastic. Anyway, have a good flight. We'll see you on the other side.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so one other thing just to watch out for as well, and this is very specific to Bristol Airport, is the fact that, we boarded over at gate 12, which is on the far side of the departure lounge as well, so it's a good 10-minute walk to get here. This is probably why they boarded us so early, and also as well to try and make a bit more money as well on checking in the hand luggages too. But if you do need special assistance, do make sure you book that. In fact, if you're in any doubt whether you need special assistance as well, if you do have mobility issues from any airport that you're travelling from, get it booked, because you do not want to come across a surprise flight of stairs, which we have over here at Bristol Airport, and we've got stairs going down to all the departure gates too. It's not great, to be honest. It's not great. All the updates that they're making to the airports, they haven't got lifts going down into the departure gates. So if in doubt, book that special assistance and just be reassured that you're going to be able to get onto your flight if you do have mobility issues. Okay, so let's head on over to the security area now. I've been reading in comments that I've had quite a few huge queues over at security, particularly in the family section. So I'm travelling with my daughter. She's under the age of 18, which means we're going to have to queue up to get our passports checked. Don't have to get them stamped because of course we're residents. So I'm going to put my phone away now and we're going to go and see what it's like. Okay, so there's absolutely no queue over at border control for our flight coming in today. We had about a 2-minute wait, and actually they didn't really separate families. It just separated EU passport holders from UK passport holders. And we got through really quickly, and that's only, I'm guessing, because there are no other flights coming in. The queue for UK passport holders as well who weren't residents for stamping passports wasn't very long either. People getting through in about 2 minutes. So it just goes to show, in spite of all the comments we've had on the channel, you don't need to worry too much for every single flight coming in. Now, I have been told as well, and I have been warned, that there are stairs coming down here from Terminal A, through Terminal A down towards the baggage area. Luckily the escalators are up and running today. I'm not sure if that is always the case, so don't forget, if you do need special assistance, make sure you get that booked too. I'm still making renovations to the airport here. It's pretty much a smooth ride through the airport this afternoon, which is really good news. Sometimes when we see things in the press, it can be a little bit worrying for travellers coming over, but not every single flight is going to be bad. And of course you only hear about the bad flights. You always hear about the bad flights on social media, you never hear about the good ones. And thank goodness, apart from our experience with Ryanair a little bit earlier on at the departure gate, we've had a good flight today. But we're just coming right into the baggage area here. Now luckily we're not getting baggage, but if you are getting baggage, you've got the belt numbers up on that screen, and they run right down the side here of the arrivals. But we're having a friend coming to pick us up this afternoon, so we're going to head up actually back to departures, where we're going to get picked up. We're going to head on out of the airport. So all in all, it's been a pretty good flight today. I hope this video proved useful for you. Don't forget as well, bear in mind what I said about baggage sizing and luggage sizing if you're travelling with Ryanair, and in fact even with EasyJet this summer as well. I'm sure it's going to be the same with them too. Don't forget, you can find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.